Good morning. Today is May 9th, 2025. I just have so much to talk about today. And I don't even know if I'm going to post this or not because I feel like I'm just going to journal what I feel and how this whole week went. Milo's trying to make me feel better. Okay, so this week was really... It was a different week for me this week, for sure. I decided to up my risk this week because I had 3 profitable months. The past few months, they were profitable. So I told myself, okay, Heidi, you're going to up your risk, by maybe $100 more. Not too crazy. I can accept risking $200 on a trade. So I did do that. And I had taken my first trade this week was on Monday. So let's go over. Let me just show y'all what I took. Okay, remove that. So I took this demand on Monday. I know it doesn't look the best as price action, but I trusted it. I did feel like it wanted to keep pushing up, looking at the higher time frame and just looking at the 5-minute. We were rejecting off the EMAs. We closed above. I didn't enter until we closed above. And then shortly after, it stops me out right here. This red candle stops me out. And then later pushes up. So that was on Monday. Tuesday, I think I took a gold trade. Milo going crazy. He's chasing his tail. I can't see it. Wait. Can you do it again? Can you do it again, please? Okay. You got shy. So I had taken this trade right here on Monday. And like I said, it only reached about right here, my 101. So yeah, like I was saying, I hit my 101 right here, and then I was aiming for a 102 for my runner. So then, but then this candle right here ended up touching my break even. So I only made like $41 on this trade. I could have closed both contracts at $100, but I didn't do that. Anyways, so that was happened. So then, of course, it drops a bit and goes back up. That was that. Wednesday, I didn't take a trade Wednesday. And then Thursday, I had traded this whole week, which maybe wasn't the best. I think I took a Russell trade, which I've never traded Russell before, but I took this because, I was giving it a chance. My mentor, he was taking this trade, so I was like, okay, it does look good, and I've never traded Russell, but I was like, let me give it a chance, since on Monday it had a crazy win or Tuesday there was a crazy win on Russell. So then I seen this liquidity, and I entered at the break of the 13 EMA break, so around here, and then it just shoots, and then it doesn't even go to profit that much, and then it just drops. So this was Thursday. This was yesterday. I took this liquidity grab, and as you can see, it failed. And then today, that's when I took this. I took 2 trades today. I took a gold, which not this one, but I took this gold trade right here, this demand. And honestly, this price is just so choppy. I feel like this was a trade that I should have not even jumped in because of how price looks. We just don't know where we're going. Also, the EMAs on the higher time frame were all just in the middle. We weren't really uptrending on the higher time frame. We were coming off a demand right here on the 4-hour, but overall, we are in the middle of EMAs. That just shows that we might just consolidate some more. Yeah, deep down, I was like, this isn't really an A+ setup. I knew deep down, but I accepted the risk because at the end of the day, this is all a probability game, and we have a break of structure. We tapped in. We entered at the 13 EMA break, which gave me confidence in taking a buy right here. And the crazy thing is too that I did get out, so I had my stop loss placed right here, and I had my 101 around here, and I had got out in this candle right here because this crazy wick was just, I just didn't like that. I didn't like that wick, and then it goes down a bit, and then it just goes back to my, it would have targeted my 101 if I never got out. But I got out because of this wick right here, and I was just like, nah, like the higher time frame is not aligning really up with my, with this setup. It just doesn't look that clean, and like I said, it looks like we're just consolidating because of higher time frame, and that's literally what we are. That's what we're doing. So then I take a $25 loss on this trade, which is not crazy, and then I ended up taking another trade on this one. And this is even a good, like, looking at this price, it's just not great. Like, why am I taking these type of trades? Like, we're not trending. Yeah, we had a 15-minute demand, but we didn't even break structure to the upside. And also on this, it's like we're just not trending. We're not. And I always tell myself to not trade when there is not a trending trade. I mean, a trade, like a, y'all know what I'm trying to say. When there's just not, doesn't look good. Like, this doesn't look good. And I took this, y'all. I took this. And I took this. So that's what I'm like saying. And this whole week, so I took 4 trades. I won one, which it wasn't even a big win. It was a $41 win. And everything else I lost over $100. And so I'm down $472, y'all. $472. And I've never been down that much. No, I have not been. The only time I've been, actually I lied. I have been down this much, but that was like last year when I was trying to like experiment with flipping accounts. Like I was like, let me try flipping accounts. Like, let me see if I can get lucky with this, you know, risk $300 and perhaps make like $600. And it didn't work out for me. It didn't. I lost like $700 in 1 week for just doing that, because I was just trying to rush the process, rush my journey, and just be like, oh, you know, I can like make so much money. Y'all, the markets will humble you. And that's literally what they did to me. Like, I took trades that weren't really in my plan. You know, yeah, there's a demand showing up, but there's no trend. Yeah, there's a liquidity grab, but I don't even trade this instrument. And it's okay, like, it's fine. like it's funny to me now that I'm thinking about it, because like, bitch, like, you're just doing this to yourself. Like, you don't have to trade every day. You just don't. And I guess what I'm trying to say, and I feel like it takes a lot for me to say this, but I'm in a Discord, and I love my Discord. I love my community. I love it. I think it's just a wonderful environment to be in when, you know, you need some advice, you want to, you know, get inspired by people. But I do think it's not the best when you are taking trades from other people, because I technically, like, no one made me press buy or sell in these trades. That was all me. But I, you know, seeing my mentor make so much money, and y'all, like, my mentor, he's crazy with this stuff. Like, he be making so much money, and he loses such little amounts but makes so much more. And, you know, I get inspired by it, but also, like, I tend to copy what he's doing sometimes. At least this week was that I copied, like, mostly the trades he was looking at, and they just didn't work out for me. You know, the only trades I copied him on was today, of course, and on Thursday, yeah, which was, yeah, so yesterday and today. Yeah, because I took this Russell yesterday. Yeah, and it just didn't work out for me. And then on today, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to, like, make sure I'm saying the right thing and not, you know, say something that isn't true. What I'm just trying to say is I deleted Instagram because I felt like I needed to kind of home in and really just sit back with myself and my thoughts and my my life. Like I felt like I was paying too much attention on social media, and it's just not really healthy for me. I mean, I've always, this past couple years, like year and a half, I haven't been on social media a lot until recently, until this year, really. This year I started being on Instagram more, and last year it wasn't like this. I was always on and off. You know, I would take a break for like 2 months, 3 months, and then hop back in for 2 weeks and then get off of it for like 2 months. And this year I've been on it like every single month. So I felt like I needed a little break, and I don't know when I'm gonna get back on, but maybe not till July or August, because I really think I need to focus on making better decisions with my life. I mean, at least with trading, because I'm pretty good with everything else in my life. You know, I'm pretty disciplined person outside of trading, but it's probably because trading does give me that discipline. And if I'm not being disciplined with trading, then like I don't want it to affect my outside life, you know? Like these trades I took this week weren't the best. Like I should have on on Monday, that Nas trade, I think that was pretty good of me to take. I mean, yeah, like the trend wasn't the greatest, but I did trust that trade. But honestly, taking Russell yesterday, I don't even trade Russell. I've never even back tested Russell. Like I should have never taken that. And also today, like I should have never taken a trade that looks like this. You see? So, yeah, what I'm trying to say also is that trading this week has been tough. I'm trying to really sit with my emotions and just say what I really, really, truly deep down in myself feel. But yeah, just that trading is hard. It's not easy. And I think us as traders, we make it hard on ourselves, because we know that these setups, like, they're not the best. Like I'm talking about money, actually, like me. I know that these setups aren't the best, and I'm over here jumping into a setup because of FOMO, and you know, because I see other people taking this, so, and they're making money, so I'm like, oh, like let me like jump with them, let me make money with them. But that's not how it works, and I know that. Like I know it doesn't work this way. So my goal is to really like learn from this week and take everything that I've experienced this week and be better next week, because I can't keep doing the same mistakes like this. Like it's okay to make mistakes and have setbacks, but it's not okay to keep repeating those mistakes and those lessons. So what I'm really grateful this week that I've learned is that I do need to just take the setups that I truly trust and maybe manage my risk a little better. I mean, I did risk more than $100 on most of my trades this week, of course. Yeah, I did, and that's okay for me. I'm okay with that, but I do need to just be more patient, not rush into these things, and just keep paying attention to what I'm okay to risk, my risk management, and also taking nice setups. And you know, losing on nice setups don't hurt as much as losing on ugly setups like this. Like I lost $170 today on two, like one, of course, on gold which was only $25, and then this one, which was $135, around there. And you know, so it just sucks. And gold ended up winning. Like, for, you know, if I never got out, I break like a little bit of drawdown, I break even. It ended up going back up. So it's like, if it's not TP or stop loss, like why am I risking money? You know, it's just because I was influenced by other people. Of course, it was that, and it's not anyone's fault but mine. Like I'm not blaming nobody but me. Like this is all me. So that was my trading week, y'all. It was a tough trading week, and I am very much down for the month. And I mean, hey, it's only the 9th of May, so we still have a long way to go. You know, we got a long way to go. So this could, you know, definitely change at the end of the day, it's all what matters, what you end up at the end of the month. Like, I mostly focus what I end at the end of the month. I don't like to focus on the end of the week. I like to focus on the end of the month. So that makes me feel a bit more like, okay, you know, did I risk properly or did I not do that? So that is it for today. I'm done. It's Friday. I am gonna edit this video a bit because I was just saying some random things in some of this video, but yeah, that is it for today. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys had a better week than me, for sure. I really do. And I hope that, you know, I don't know if I will post this really, but I feel like I should, just for me, you know, just to, you know, document my journey. But I will catch you guys next week, and I probably will keep posting on YouTube, but I won't be on Instagram. Like I said, I'm not on Instagram, but YouTube is fine. You know, I love YouTube, and there's a lot of knowledge on YouTube, so of course on Instagram too, but YouTube is better. Yeah, see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.